Hey, everybody. Hell yeah. Good to be back. I am now talking about my new single, Space Cowboy. Hell yeah. Really happy with how that came out. Writing that song, I think I was out in Palm Springs, just on a weekend out in either Palm Springs or Palm Desert. I brought my guitar with me, started tracking. I got a bunch of tunes from that session. I forget what we were doing. It was just a little weekend jaunt. I bet you it was winter here. I probably wanted to get away from the rain. Yeah, that's what we do in California. We get out to Palm Springs when it gets a little bit chilly. Californians, dude. Anyway, so we're talking about Space Cowboy, and we're talking specifically about that music video. So that music video was just me playing with an idea to take a little bit of a step back. When I first heard of the song, the band NHC, I was obviously really excited. To those of you who don't know, NHC was a band with Taylor Hawkins, the former Foo Fighters drummer, Dave Navarro, the Jane's Addiction guitarist. Dave is finally back with Jane's, and they toured this whole last summer. They've been amazing. Oh, I almost forgot too as well. And the C stands for Cheney. So that's guitar, bass, drums, and Taylor was taking the job of singing. So the first song that really flipped me out was kind of their big single called "The Devil That I Know." And the reason it flipped me out was not only that, as soon as the song starts, it's like signature Dave Navarro. There are few guitarists that can transport an audience like Navarro does. His fluidity, his technical capabilities, he's one of the greatest guitarists I've ever seen live. End of story. That coupled with Perry Farrell singing, oh my God, Stephen Perkins drumming, and then you have like these kind of crazy bass lines that Eric Avery does. One of the best live experiences you could have. So I see this video, and the video itself was created by Liam Lynch, and that song, United States or Whatever, came out, you guys all know. It's just this crack up, awesome song, great bass line, funny ass lyrics. So he's the one that made the video, and he's done a ton of music videos, really cool ones too. I think he did the Pick of Destiny too as well, a bunch of the Tenacious D stuff. So his visual approach to music videos are amazing. That Devil That I Know video is one of the coolest videos I've ever seen in my life. It mixes still photography, animation, film. It's just crazy. It like creates this crazy alternate universe. And he, ever since I saw that video, I basically became obsessed with his work. And he does all sorts of cool stuff. He does all sorts of videos for top rock bands. And then he also has his own kind of crazy channel and his own musical pursuits too as well. So he'll put out really cool singles with his band. After I saw the video of the NHC, I was like, okay, I'm going to try green screening, and I'm going to try this approach. And it is just so much interesting stuff that you could do So I think the first video that I ever did after that was we go back to New Day Dawn. I took video footage of our keyboard player Mike Pritchard playing just a camera down, looking at his hands playing on the keyboard. And I basically bought a green screen background, put a green t-shirt on, and I floated my head over top of it. And it was really fun. So I did that. I kind of superimposed, when I was in Vegas, I took some pictures of I think it was it's what used to be the California Club across the street from the Plaza in downtown. It's got a really bitchin' kind of like light ceiling, so it's superimposed with some of the photography I took walking around Fremont back in the day. And I think that album was maybe 2020. So the next video that I did for that was for It's a Saturday Night, living every single day like it's Saturday night. So that one, I basically kind of took my guitar, put on the suit I got made by Rose Cut Clothing up in LA, and that was the one where I had the Mexican wrestling mask with the horns. I played in front of a green screen up on a pedestal. I remember at one point I almost fell down and broke my guitar in half. all for the love of shooting a music video. But anyway, I'm just kind of trying to think back and think about the progression of the music videos, kind of going towards this like Liam Lynch type approach to music videos. And then, and it's funny, I have this green screen, and I have a suit that you can dress in where I can like hold things and make it float around. So I've done that too as well for a couple new videos that I haven't released yet. But for Space Cowboy, I was over across the street, and our friend Anthony Marcotti that has opened up the Camp Store, that's a pizzeria, a bar, a wine and beer bar, and basically a music venue. He sells like toys for kids, because there's campers over there, and kids go nuts over the toys there. But anyway, there was a spaceman toy, and I think when my brother was out visiting, there was this Yeti that was like, I think, made by the same toy manufacturer. And my brother, when he takes his shirt off, at the time he had pretty white hair, big white beard, and there was this Yeti that like looked just like him. So I was like, hey, can I buy this to give to my brother, because it looks just like him? So we had a kind of a laugh, because Anthony knows my brother Tommy. And he's just like, dude, take it. You're good. And so, fast forward, I don't know, like a year, and I see this. So I see this guy. And so this guy is basically kind of like this sand-filled, like a Stretch Armstrong doll. But anyway, I saw that and I was like, dude, I can make a sweet video with that. And he's like, whatever, weirdo. You're the only grown man I know that is here like looking at these dolls. And then I think he still sells like these little guys, but these like remind me of when I was a kid. We'd have these little guys like this with parachutes on the back, and my brother and I would get those things and just like we'd climb up to these huge trees, and we'd just launch these paratrooper troopers all. We love those things. Like, that was probably one of the stupidest toys you could have as a kid. But my brother and I loved that shit. We had those little paratrooper guys, and we'd play with them so much that, by the, within a week, all the strings were all ratted up, and the parachutes was ripped to hell. Because we climbed to like the top of the biggest tree we had, and we'd be like, coming in hot, We'd be up on the roof of our grandmother's house, coming in hot. Good times. So anyway, to get back to, instead of talking about the idiot antics of my brother and I, and get back to actually making this video. Actually, let me have an aside. I did so much funny stuff. My brother Tommy, and actually, he'd say every single sibling of mine, Teddy, Tommy, Maura, and Eileen. We had so much fun together when we were kids, and still to this day we do. Like, I look at them sometimes, and I just start laughing. And they know what's going on. Like, I'm not laughing about what's going on right now. I could be laughing about something we did when we were 5 years old, or like 10, or, just we had that much fun, and there's that many memories that I'm sure most of you from big families have that. But for me, it's a little bit crazy because someone could be talking about something completely different, and they'll say something or do something or make a facial expression that reminds me of one of my siblings, and I'll just lose it. I mean, I will get the giggles, and I'm just lost, and it usually takes like a good half hour for me to kind of compose myself. That's kind of how much fun I've had, and it's it's part of kind of how my brain and memory works. Everything always comes back to some type of thing I did with my family. There was never a dull moment. So I mean, it's hilarious. Someone could say something, and I'll start laughing uncontrollably. Like, dude, what the fuck's wrong with you? Why are you are you laughing at me? It's like, no, man. I'm laughing at a memory from 30 years ago, or 50 years ago. My bad. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, back to the Space Cowboy video. So I take this doll, pack this doll to go to, we did a trip this summer to Greece. I wrote some journals about it. If you care to read those, that's fine. I just do that to just kind of, it's just basically a writing exercise that I do for myself to just kind of keep the mind busy, that's all. So I packed that doll, and we're going through airports, and I'm filming kind of the doll by these lamps in JFK, in the lounge, in the plants, and so I have all this ridiculous footage. I kind of comment. My daughter Phoebe was there with me, laughing at me, and every time I'd go snorkeling, or every time I go in the ocean, I'd bring the doll with me, and I was kind of like, okay, so if I can get some shots of him like floating in the water, then I might be able to kind of filter it out so it looks like outer space. And so I kept on thinking about that, and I was like, okay, let's give it a go and take as much footage as possible, and let's see if we could do it. And then we're there, and we saw a ton of turtles. When I came home and I started to kind of piece the footage together, it was really interesting. Visually, it's pretty stunning. As you could see, I mean, the branding for Space Cowboy is all kind of taken from those stills of the movie that kind of looks, to me, it looks like animation movies called heavy metal, and they're huge. If you've never seen them, wherever you could stream them, check them out, man. It's pretty funny. I mean, I think one of the characters has the comedian John Candy. He's just this jacked up bald guy that goes around killing people. I think he has John Candy's voice, which is hilarious. It's really funny to hear John Candy's voice on this guy's, like it's kind of like a Conan the Barbarian character. But anyway, it reminded, like the animation style that I was using with this, that I got from using these filters, reminded me of that. So I was like, okay, I went with it. The color choices were interesting, like a purple and an orange with like this kind of like a ochre tone. So all in all, I'm really kind of happy with how it is. The kind of story is like, basically this, at least visually, it's an abstract video, but the kind of the visual story that I tried to put together is, the spaceman comes down, just similar to like a splashdown from the original Charlton Heston Planet of the Apes. He's in the ocean, and he comes across this massive space turtle, and he rides that thing. I don't know if I mean, you'd have to watch it. Tell me if that got across. I tried to make it kind of seem like he was coming up on the turtle and attempted to ride it, and then got thrown off. But obviously, I don't think you're supposed to touch turtles or anything like that now. I'm pretty sure they're protected. I know that back in the day, sailors ate the thing, but I'm pretty sure now all sea turtles are protected. I see them all the time when I'm surfing, especially down in Mexico. Anyway, that's it. I hope you guys enjoy it. I certainly enjoyed making the video, and I think I'm going to really kind of try to do more things similar to this because it's fun. There's nothing worse than making a music video where you're just like lip syncing, because I don't care how cool you are or how good a musician you are, you feel like a dick when you're lip syncing. It's just, there's no way to be cool about it. You feel like Milli Vanilli. It's interesting. Because there's no way, unless you're actually singing the thing, there's no way to like just mouth the expressions that your mouth makes when you're actually singing, because your face contorts and all that, especially the way I sing. Your face does all this weird shit. So there's no way to just like, act like you're doing it. And then syncing it to film is such a pain in the ass. And I guess there are people that are good at it, but I'm not. I'll put there's one early video that I did, and the lip syncing is so bad that like my buddies immediately, as soon as I showed it to my buddies, they immediately busted my balls, and I just kind of kept it up there, and I was like, I'll just wear it on the chin. Screw it. I should probably, when I do lip sync, I should just go like this. Oh, you know what? I think New Day Dawn, there's some of them I've actually had it to where I was singing the track and I had the camera right there when I was actually performing. But that's kind of a pain in the ass too, because you really want to be focused on performing the singing part and not like dicking around with film and cameras and stuff like that when you're tracking. Anyway, Hope you enjoy the video. I certainly enjoyed talking about it and describing all the foolishness that was involved. It's amazing what you can do with a little doll. It's amazing what you can do with a little silver doll filled with sand. Cheers. Till next time.